Day. How are you, sir?
George, good morning. I'm absolutely great here at the Ronald McDonald House in San Diego. How are you all out there?
We're doing okay. Not as hot as it has been, but it's still warm.
Okay.
A little bit humid.
Everybody's doing okay out there.
We got some of that San Diego humidity over here.
Yeah, it's been humid for quite a while around here as well.
But it hits 100 degrees, though. It just has a different significance. Anyway, Chuck, you are the CEO. You're the main man with the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
I absolutely am, and I've had the honor of being in this position for almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years this fall, so I've had a chance to watch this house grow over the years, and our partnership and connection with the incredible Imperial Valley as well. So it's been a remarkable journey for me, George, and it's incredible what your community is and does, and we're so pleased to be connected with you.
And normally at this time we would be promoting the Red Shoe Day.
Yeah.
Not now.
Well, Red Shoe Day in that beautiful Imperial Valley, but it's just not the right time, and we all kind of know that. But the community out there is absolutely incredible for us. You know, we do serve about 25% of our families under normal conditions come from the Imperial Valley. And we're still serving families here tonight. We have just about 35 families in-house. We normally, as you might recall, George, have a room for up to 56. But COVID has left us to be very careful about what we're about here, COVID-19. And we've prepared for it and planned for it, and we deal with it every day. But with COVID-19 in our community and your community, it just didn't make sense to try to do something that your community, the entire valley, Imperial Valley, has embraced for now, 9 years, and this would have been the 10th. And it's been just an incredible fundraiser for our Ronald McDonald House. A lot of fun as well. Not only beneficial, but fun for everybody. Well, getting out there and watching everybody on the street corners in the valley and all throughout the communities out there in the Imperial Valley has just been phenomenal. You all know how to have a good time and at the same time do a lot of great good for our Ronald McDonald House. And George, as you know, our job is to keep families close to their hospitalized child. And boy, the Red Shoe Day helps us get that done, and it's been incredible for us. And we just we're missing you a lot this year. But we're gonna weather this as we all will, and we'll be through it. And I'm sure we'll be back for what we're going to call our 10th annual Red Shoe Day in the Imperial Valley here next year. And one of the messages that we want to get across with this is that just because there's no Red Shoe Day, and that's sad, but it's a reality, that you're still taking donations. Well, we certainly are, and we're very focused on that. We are in the midst of a campaign throughout our communities to look for gifts that can be matched, and we have a wonderful group of donors matching us now. We call it our Emergency Family Care Fund, and we are moving through that pretty well. We have $281,000 in matching funds, and we've raised well over $150,000 of it so far. And all of it's going to the effort to make sure that we maintain and carefully reopen our programs and services to families as they need us here at right across the street from Rady Children's Hospital and around the corner from Sharp Mary Birch, which are two primary referring hospitals. And it's been successful, but boy, we can continue to use the community support. And by the way, George, I just want to put out a shout out to the Sun Community Bank. They're actually going to sell some red shoes in the bank for us this September, and it's going to kick off tomorrow. It's just another sign of what the Imperial Valley is, and it's a group of people that give and support, and we sure appreciate that effort through Sun Community Bank. So, yep, we're out raising funds, and thank you for everything you're about to do and might consider doing. But if you want to find out more, go to www.rmhcsd.org. That's our website, and you can find out more about our Emergency Family Care Fund and the match gift we have available. Okay. Do you know if the restaurants are selling red shoes as well? Not at this point. If anybody has any interest in doing so, we'll make it happen, by golly. But we have decided that we just need to go with whatever your incredible community needs at this point. We'll support and go forward with that. But the McDonald's restaurants will be quiet at this time because, as you know, their primary businesses are to go and drive-through. And other restaurants in town, as they call us, we'll be glad to support it. But exactly, that would make it difficult. But we're just waiting for everyone to kind of find that reopening point that makes everything go back to normal again. Yeah, I did. I forgot about the COVID-19 pandemic, drive-through only. We kind of try to do that occasionally, don't we?
Yeah. Bringing that, since that is a horrible reality, you guys are operating under the protocols. You said with 35 families, but you're also looking to expand that a little bit more.
We sure are, and we are on our way back now in our reinstatement program. A lot of Ronald McDonald houses in the country actually shut their doors completely. We never did so. We just felt like we needed to stay available. So, we were down in the 20s, and then now we've moved up in this last week to over 30. And as of today, we'll be kind of entering that stage where we'll be heading back to a full house. We're making available up to 48 rooms here at our main house, and eventually we will reopen our north house as the demand increases. But as we go about that, George, I'm sure you've probably seen some version of this. I walked in today and I had my temperature checked. I completed a questionnaire about where I'd been and how I felt, and I was able to screen and walk into the house knowing that my health is in good shape. And we do that for every family that comes with us. In fact, any family that comes in to stay at the house actually has to have a negative COVID-19 test the day that they are admitted. So we're trying to be as cautious and careful as we can while taking care of families who are really undergoing a terrible crisis right now with a child in the hospital, especially now.
Yeah. There's one thing that you do offer anybody to-go meals.
Oh, yeah. George, you're really up to date on us. Exactly right. And it's kind of a strange thing because we usually serve about 120,000 meals here for free each year. But when COVID-19 struck, we kind of reconfigured that. And so families staying with us can receive breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now we've just reopened our great room so they can actually have a meal, a socially distanced meal in our great room or on one of our patios. But then at our front door, we've set up a whole system where folks who just need a meal, and as you can imagine, the stress these folks are going through, they can come over for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and pick up a to-go meal, and then head back to the hospital where they can be with their child. And this to-go meal process has been phenomenal for us. And if anybody goes to the website and looks at our wish list, one of the big items there is, if you have time, go to Amazon and send us some to-go meal containers. Well, we have a very robust kitchen program. It just doesn't make sense right now. So everything is on a to-go basis in to-go containers, and we're managing through that. So, yeah, it's been great. So we see right now we're feeding about 200 to 250 people each day. That's down from the usual number, about 450. But I have a feeling we're going to kind of be rising toward that number very slowly over the next weeks.
Well, it sounds like a very little thing, but it's actually very important to people that have a family over there that they're going to take a break, but they want to get right back to their child.
Well, absolutely, and that's exactly what we are seeing. Is folks will come up and they'll grab a meal, and they're just it's almost like they step out on our balcony, take a deep breath, and then they go right back down and right across the street to the hospital. But they just get away for about 10 or 15 minutes, and as you can imagine, the pressure next door, no child is hospitalized these days unless there's a significant need going on. And to be able to be a place where folks can step aside, we can't do everything we normally do, but at least we can make sure that they're fed and somewhat taken care of as they come back and forth. So we're glad to be able to do that.
Okay, Chuck, I'm going to let you go right now. I don't want to recap everything that you said, but they can get all that information at the website. Could you repeat that?
Oh, that'd be great, George. Thank you. rmhcsd.org. That's where all the information is. And once again, George, thanks to KXO for all your support and to you as well for helping us do what we do in the Valley. We are truly grateful for everything the Imperial Valley makes possible for us and for the services we provide. So take care and thank you. As
25% of your clientele, it is something that we should all care about.
Well, we're honored to serve the Imperial Valley in any way that we can. So come see us if you need us, and we'll make sure that at the least we can get you a meal right now. If you're over this way at Rady Children's, we'd be glad to help.
Okay, we appreciate that immensely, and hopefully we can get some donors in there to help out, kind of make up for Red Shoe Day. And that's not going to happen completely, I know that, but hopefully we can get close.
Well, the Imperial Valley has never let us down, and I know that the Valley folks, everybody from up and down, the entire Imperial Valley are always so generous. And again, George, we're going to get there. We're going to get there together, and that's the best way. Anybody
with children, this is very important to them. It could be it could mean a whole lot. Thank you, sir, for checking in with us. Hopefully, we'll talk to you later, and you'll have some really good news for us.
George, thank you. It'd be my pleasure to talk to you some more, and all the best out there. And may it stay a little cooler here for a couple of days anyway.
That's worth it right there, just to get out of the... well, but we're supposed to be cooler. We're going to cool down to 106.
Ooh, golly. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be here.
we'll get back up to 120, 115 by the weekend.
Well.
So anyway, that's Imperial Valley weather. What can you say? Thank goodness for air conditioning. Thank you, sir, and enjoy and good luck with your all your endeavors.
Well, thank you very much. We'll stay true and keep moving forward. Thank you, George, and all the best.
Hopefully, we can pick up the donations and not the need.
Well, we'll be here for whatever that happens. So, we've never stopped and never will. So we just appreciate all your support.
Exactly. Chuck Day, CEO with the Ronald McDonald House Charities in San Diego. We appreciate talking to you. And again, the donations are right there on the website, all the information you need. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, George.
Bye.
Bye-bye.